follow up a bit. There are several Americans in Russia that were at least identified by Mickey Bergman and other groups who are active in this regard with trying to get Americans out who are not designated yet as wrongfully detained. And I'm wondering if you could check or take the question as to whether there's any progress on elevating them to the level of wrongfully detained, which could accelerate them getting released. I think that was done by the administration with Mark Fogel.
Right, I do know, yes. Again, the question about Americans who don't have a designation of being wrongfully detained is that if an American is being held, we are regularly looking at those cases. Okay. We're constantly addressing the nature of how they're held, why they're held, and if that designation might change. So it's not something we look away from. It's a regular effort. And so in the regard of anyone who's not been designated in that fashion, it is something, as you've noted, like with Mr. Fogel, that can change if circumstances merit it.
And can you give us any details? There's some confusion. According to her lawyer, she was supposedly, Ksenia was arriving at 4 p.m. There are other reports that it is as late as 9 p.m. Can you give us any clarification about and when if she'll be going to the White House, or do you know anything more? And I have one more question to ask. Will she be going to Brooke Army Medical?
Well, clearly there's still issues of privacy here. I'm not really going to talk about the choices she's made, where specifically she is going, or what the plans are for her involved in that, which are decisions that are going to be made in that environment and with her, which would not be appropriate to discuss. And certainly I can't discuss the nature of the negotiations that occurred, which clearly did, but maybe that's for another day, but here I can't do that.
Okay. And